And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Decker. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Rodgers again now. Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake. Weber finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, Michelle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Off-play action. Weber. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Weber. He's got a man. It's Williams. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Rodgers being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Weber. He'll check this one down to Michel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Weber looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burgess. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Decker. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Down right around the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go, come on. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Zoom.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll look to run with Freeman. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit!
Off play action. Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right. Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw. Weber. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Weber. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Weber to Michelle on the dump off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it. This is Walton. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Looking to throw. Weber flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Weber. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Weber. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Zone. 319! 319!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Gun!
Looking to throw. Weber. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Gun.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36.
Gun! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Weber. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Weber. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Weber, throw left side complete. That's Burgess. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle complete. It's Burgess. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Weber escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a carry for Walton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off the bootleg. Weber rolling to his right. Pass incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Cardinals on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Weber flushed out right. Throw right side complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. 58. Zoom.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. Weber. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing is Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Off play action. Weber sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 1st down. Weber. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Again, this is Michelle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Weber. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Weber escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Weber. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw. Weaver. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll run with Walton. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board. That won't beat us.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better. Yeah,
he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Off the play fake, Weaver. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Johnson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy looking.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. He'll look to throw. To Decker over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
All right.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. 10 more there and another 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Let's go, come on. Zoom. Get 300. Hey, check 26.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Rodgers